Hi everyone, this commentary is for my music called Angel Bertha 6, and it involves two different poems, one of them by John Milton and the other by Walt Whitman. The music resembles these two poems, and in a way that the music has both a heavenly aspect of super university in it. That's one of the heavens of heaven. And if you're on earth and you go to that heaven, and you're not Enoch, who ends up staying up in heaven, but you come back down like Ezekiel, you go through a kind of loss. And so, from a super university experience in heaven, as this music kind of relates to, you experience the same sort of feeling that Adam and Eve have when they're kicked out and exiled from paradise. So, pretty much, that's how I felt when I made this music. The first poem by Walt Whitman, it comes closest to my super university experience through this music, so I'm going to read it. Think of the connection part of this music, of this poem. A Noiseless Patient Spider by Walt Whitman. A noiseless patient spider I marked where on a little promontory it stood isolated, marked how to explore the vacant vast surrounding. It launched forth filament, filament, filament out of itself, ever unreeling them, ever tirelessly speeding them. And you, O my soul, where you stand, surrounded, detached in measureless oceans of space, ceaselessly musing, venturing, throwing, seeking the spears to connect them, till the bridge you will need be formed, till the ductile anchor hold, till the gossamer thread you fling catch somewhere, O my soul. That's kind of like, to me, a kind of heavenly experience. And the loss that follows that time of, I never even explained what super university is, as one of the 14 different heavens of my experience as being, having gone to some of them. Super university is a kind of a thrilling, educational kind of experience where you're with other students and you learn things and you make things, and it's all done in perfect bliss, and there's total newness and invention and freshness, and you're free to be social, and you're free to have individualization. Anyways, so when you come back down from having a super university experience, you experience perhaps the same sort of loss that Adam and Eve felt for a little while. And their loss coming from book 12 of Milton's, at the very end, I'm going to just read that part. So spake our mother Eve, and Adam heard, well pleased, but answered not, for now too nigh the archangel stood, and from the other hill to their fixed station, all in bright array, the cherubim descended on the ground, gliding meteorous as evening mist risen from a river over the marish glides, and gathers ground fast as the laborer's heel. Homeward returning, high in front advanced, the brandished sword of God before them blazed, fierce as a comet which, with torrid heat and vapor as the Libyan air adust, began to parch that temperate clime, whereat in either hand the hastening angel caught our lingering parents, and to the eastern gate led them direct and down the cliff as fast to the subjected plain, then disappeared. They, looking back, all the eastern side beheld of paradise, so late their happy seat, waved over by that flaming brand, the gate, with dreadful faces thronged in fiery arms, some natural tears they dropped, but wiped them soon. The world was all before them, where to choose their place of rest, and Providence their guide. They, hand in hand, with wandering steps and slow, through Eden, took their solitary way. That ends the epic poem Paradise Lost. Those two poems come close to my music called Angel Bertha 6, so please listen to the music if you're interested in hearing how those two poems relate to the music, and how a heavenly experience of super university, or the kind of experience of a total education where you kind of know everything, but you still like surprises, so you have fun with people. And then after that, if you come back from heaven and you're back on earth, as a human. From that, you feel like, oh, this feels exactly like Adam and Eve's being kicked out from paradise. It just happens to be that that's the way things happen sometimes for a little while, and you have that experience of loss. I do, at least, and I hope that my music makes sense that way. Thank you for listening. It's Angel Bertha 6. Type in Angel Bertha 6 and Billy McBride. You can hear the song.